Hello again. In this video I'll show you how to complete trigonometry questions, and what we're going to call this video is finding unknown sides using trig. Okay, so here we go. All the skills that we've learnt so far we're going to put together now and solve some equations for that. Okay, so here we go. Let's just go straight into an example. Let's go with a triangle. It's supposed to be 90 degrees. It's pretty poor. Let's assume that's 90 degrees. And our sides are, let's say this is 41 degrees in there. And we've got side X here. Let's just change that. I'll say X here. And let's say this is 17 centimeters here. Okay, so firstly, the first thing to do is figure out which side is which. So let's have a look at this. This here is the hypotenuse. Over here is the opposite side, and here's the adjacent side. Okay, so let's figure out what ratio we need to use. Hopefully you're yelling at me saying cos, it's got to be cos. And yes, it is cos. Why is it cos? Cos it is cos. So we want the ratio, and I'll just write them up here, soccer toa, and just always have this written up at the top of your page so you can quickly refer to it. We want the ratio that involves the hypotenuse, because that's the side we know, and the adjacent, because that's the side we want to know. So what we've got here is cos theta is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. It's good to write that down. Therefore, the cos of the angle that we're talking about, which is 41, is equal to the adjacent side, which is x, divided by the hypotenuse, which is 17. Now this is just an equation that you need to solve, and cos 41, you'll see in a second, is just a number, and so we'll just rearrange it. We'll just treat that exactly as if it's a number. If you're going to solve this, what you want to do is get x by itself. You want to get rid of that 17. So to get rid of that 17, well, the first thing I'll do is I'll just switch sides. So x over 17 equals cos 41. So therefore, to get rid of that 17, you multiply both sides by 17. That 17 comes over here, and you get cos 41 times by 17. Now, what the heck is cos 41? This is where you need your calculator. So you get your calculator out, and you get to press the cos button, possibly for the first time in your life. So press cos, and we want to know the cos of 41. So you type in 41, you close the bracket because that'll tell us what cos 41 is equal to, and what we want to do then is times that by 17. So we times it by 17 and press equals, and that's your answer, 12.83. Equals 12.83, and we're in centimeters here, and x is a distance, so our answer is 12.83 centimeters. And that's how we use trig to find unknown sides. We find the various what the labels are, we find the correct ratio to use, and then we put all those in there, and we just solve for x, or for whatever the unknown is, y or z, that sort of thing. And then rearrange. So just treat cos 41 or tan, 36 or whatever it is. That's just a number. If you type any of those things into your calculator, that's just a number. Same with tan. If you do tan of 84, what's tan of 84? It's equal to a number. It's 9.51. And remember that tan, that's just telling us the ratio between the two sides for any triangle that has 84 degrees. Okay, so I'll just do one or two more examples. Let's just do another one. Let's have a look at this one. And we go 32 degrees. Sorry, these are highly unoriginal. That's how it is though. And we'll have x here, and 12 meters here. Okay, let's have a look at this triangle. Label the three sides. Okay, firstly, this is opposite the angle, so this is opposite here. This is your hypotenuse out here, and here you have your adjacent side. So what is the ratio that we need to use? Soccer toa, we want the ratio that has A and O in it. Which one's that? SOHCAHTOA. It's going to be tan. Tan theta will be equal to opposite over adjacent. Okay, opposite and adjacent. So for this particular triangle, we've got tan 32 degrees is equal to opposite 12 over x, which is like that. So x is your adjacent side. And now all we have to do, he says, is solve this equation for x. Now, I'll do it the long way for starters, and then I'll show you the quick way. Okay? When x is on the bottom line, it's a little bit more tricky. The last problem we had x on the top line, which is much easier, but here it's on the bottom line. But just like anything else, to get that x off the bottom line, what do? We times both sides by x. So let's do it over here. If we times both sides by x, we'll have x times tan 32 equals 12, so that x disappears from there. Okay, and then if we want to get x by itself, we've got x times tan 32. So to get rid of that tan 32, we need to divide by tan 32. So x equals 12 over tan 32. And there we go, that's our answer. Now, just before I go and calculate that, there's a quick way. Can you see what the shortcut is between there and there? Hopefully you can see that if you have x on the bottom line, then all you do is just swap positions there and there. Okay, so the x comes out to here, the tan 32 goes down to there. So that's the little shortcut, and that'll happen to you every time in trigonometry. Just make sure when x is on the bottom line, flip it with that number that's there. Okay, let's just do that calculation to see what that's equal to. What is that equal to? Again, get your calculator out. 12 divided by tan 32. Okay, so I'll just clear all that. So we want 12 divided by tan, was it 32? 32, like that. So enter it in exactly like that and press enter, and you get 19.2. Oops, 19.2. So 19.2. Do we have measurements here? Yes, they're meters. So x is 19.2 meters. And that's your answer. So hopefully that makes sense. I'll do one more example just to quickly finish it off. I'm not going to dilly-dally. So let's just do one more. Terrible triangle. Sorry about that. Let's do 60 degrees here. And we'll have 4 centimeters. And let's have P over here. Alright, so find P. What is let's label the 3 sides. Here, that's the opposite side. Here, that's the hypotenuse. And here is the adjacent. What's the ratio we want? We want the ratio that doesn't have anything to do with A. We want the one that has O and H in it. And that happens to be sine. So it's going to be sine 60 is equal to opposite, which is 4, over hypotenuse, which is P. Okay? And now we just have to solve for P. Now remember the trick I showed you last time? If the pronumeral is on the bottom line, you can flip it. P equals 4 over sine 60. You get your calculator out. And this time I'm just going to show you to do it as a fraction, just as something different. And I've forgotten already what it was. 4 over sine 60. So 4 on the top line, press down, and you can go sine 60. Press the bracket to close it off. Enter. And you get 8 root 3 over 3. If you just want to know what that is roughly, press the left and right arrow, and you get 4.62. 4.62 equals 4.62. And because that is in centimetres, P will be in centimetres as well. 4.62 centimetres. And that's how you find missing lengths using trigonometry.